Hello my friends. So unfortunately El Toro is closed, is being retracked, so that's a good sign. Don't mind it, we're gonna be patient. But in addition to that, it looks like Kingda Ka is also closed because I have not seen it operate. So that being known now, I'm gonna head over here to Medusa, give that some love, and Mine Train. I have not given that any love doing these coaster power hours. So I guess while we're on this side of the park, we'll head over and do both of them. Medusa, first stop for the night. Start with a good old floorless. Waiting to see if they have the effects. They have the effects. Awesome. Seems like, oh my goodness. I was wondering if they had the effects going, and it seems like they do. I didn't notice them when I came here to do that single rider vlog. But all that being said, let's get on this thing. So why is it that like when you're sitting on the brake run, everybody unbuckles the restraint and kind of flicks it or something and makes that noise? Like that's really just like a tradition of some kind. I don't understand it. But I did a bunch of runs on it because I've never really sat and like kind of figured out what kind of forces are at play if you're in the front, the middle, the back, or whatever. The front, you kind of get like you're being pushed from behind, and it's a pretty cool sensation, although it gets pretty intense and rattly in parts, especially like towards the end with the tight inversions. But the bigger inversions were very cool, very intense. Later on, I ended up going into the back, and that one felt like it was pulling you forward, which makes sense. The zero G roll was the most memorable part of that entire thing on the back row. But the first giant loop was amazing as well. But then once it got to the smaller inversions, I think there's, 7 of them in total throughout the track. Getting to the smaller ones that go around that cylinder, I think even in the front as well, it was all right. And then the middle was kind of, just the middle. But anyway, now we're going to turn this around here. We're just going to start heading over to the Mine Train because I haven't been on that in a minute. I've heard a lot of people say this is kind of like a dark horse favorite of theirs. And I don't know. With what I know now, after having ridden a bunch of other coasters, it'll be interesting to see what this experience is like. Alright, well there they go. They are off. I was giggling in the last clip because of what the operator was saying. He was like asking everyone about their day and others weird specifics, and it was really funny. This guy's doing a great job. The ride off right there deserves a raise. He's just interacting with everybody. Actually, no, you know what? I think he deserves some sleep. There's some pretty good energy where I think that maybe he's kind of tired after a long day's work. He's still giving us a lot of energy. So that was actually a lot of fun. It pulled some forces I wasn't ready for. After the brake run, came out of my seat properly. I was seated in the front, by the way. And then somewhere along those lines, there were some lateral forces I was not prepared for. I suddenly had to grasp onto my restraints and actually hold on. I wasn't expecting that, especially going over the water like that. All right, surprised me a lot. One other thing before I forget, that stop on the brake run when you're coming into the station, oof. Oh my goodness, I got a clip of it that I have to share with you because it was brutal and unexpected. Making my way now back through the Boardwalk area. Don't think I'm going to stop at Superman or Green Lantern since I did that last time, but I think I'm going to stop for something to eat. I only bring up this clip because they're advertising for Fright Fest already, and this year, unfortunately, because of D23, I'm probably not going to make the opening night for the first time in 3 years, so that's a bummer, but can't do both, unfortunately. Here's a question for you all, just like from an operation standpoint, do you think it's smart to have these games open? I very rarely see anybody play it. I just happen to catch it when there's 2 whole groups playing. Just wanted to know your thoughts on that. But it is a nice area. It would be nice if off in the distance too, they had the carousel at least lit up. There's some fun music bumping right now, but holy smokes, is it kind of like dark up here or is it just me? Actually, hold on. I have the ISO all the way up. 1 second. This is a more accurate visual representation of what it looks like out here. It's not that cozy. It's kind of dark. All we have is like this giant advertisement sign that I think is very ugly, kind of illuminating things. Is it Fright Fest already? We're just missing some fog. It's super gloomy over here. But I think what we're going to do next is head on over to the Jersey Devil Coaster. Don't know if I'll have enough time to get onto Nitro, so I want to give a quick shout out and suggestion that night rides on Nitro are amazing. This is my first time kind of seeing this at night in a while, and I just want to point out that I wish that they had put some lighting there instead of just, you know, the one little lamppost. Just a little something. And it's kind of funny that it says welcome to the Pine Barrens, but right behind it, I think that's bamboo. And here we are, and this is apparently where everybody else is. Right in front of the tallest and fastest single rail coaster for now. Oh, do we want to watch it? Update, unfortunately everything is closed down, but good news is that after 4 rides on the Jersey Devil Coaster, I noticed I had 10 more minutes left before the event closed, so I quickly ran on over to Nitro and was able to get on 3 times before that was it. And thus ends another Coaster Power Hours event here. That's it, month of May is done. Next up is Memorial Weekend, and that's officially the start of summer, so I am super glad that I was able to get in the rides that I was able to, and I'm sorry that I'm kind of yelling because the music up here up front is really loud. However, Jersey Devil Coaster at night is phenomenal. It's so good, especially in the very last row. Uh-oh, somebody's waving. And then Nitro on the back is just, I love the airtime, the sustained airtime, I should say. Ah, that's so good. Quite a high. It's going to be a very weird ride home, and it always is. After riding like 20, 25 different rides on these coasters, it is always kind of crazy to then just sit in the car and have an hour. Wow, it got quiet. Do you hear that? Whew. Anyway, guys, that's it for Coaster Power Hours. Hope you enjoyed following along. If you guys have anything you'd like to see here at the park over the summer, let me know down below. Looks like all the water rides are going to be opening this weekend, and I'm excited for that. But anyway, guys, all that being said, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.
Hi, my name is Destiny, and I am making my own adventure.